Hi, I'm Tina, and thank you for taking time out of your busy day for another episode of our Joyful Connections here inside the Divine Joy Circle. And I'm really delighted to welcome back one of my special guests, Nalini from Chalice of Wisdom and fieldtuning.com. Welcome back, Nalini.
Thank you, Tina.
Oh, it's always so nice to spend time together. And I would just love for you to share a little bit about some of the support that's available. I think that we're going through such extraordinary shifts and changes and energetic downloads, and goodness knows what names we want to put to it, but it's so intense, right? And that many people may not realize what are some of the options available. And for September, for example, I mean, you have ongoing programs that people can enroll in, such as Creating with Light. There is the Star Stream initiation that's happening on the 17th of September, Equinox on the 21st September. You have Dreaming as Light, and that's part of a series. Then the Great Mother Portal Meditation and the New Moon Gathering. So maybe you just like to share a little bit about what are some of the options available.
Sure. I'd be happy to. These are all things that are offered through Chalice of Wisdom, and some of the, you could sort of call it graduate study, or the private mentoring goes on through field tuning. And that website's about to get a major facelift, because we want to add a physical on the ground program that we're building, literally building a little retreat center that people can go to. It's the project of some friends. And there's going to be a cenote pool in the Yucatan where people can actually immerse in water and in the natural energies of the Yucatan, which are still in some ways largely undomesticated. And then it will have sound added to that, so the sound permeates the water. And whether it's simply stress mitigation, or a way to help the body acclimate with the different elementals, or a way to really tune the field, that's something it's literally in progress right now. So we're going to add that to the website, so it can be seen what we're actually doing. We moved a sacred tree. It's called an alamo tree, and you see pictures of them where the roots cascade like a waterfall down into the cenotes below the ground here. And it's this most incredible tree. And so we talked to the arbologists, all the people. It's like, okay, how do we do this? Because they wrap their roots around these rocks. And so it was no trifle to move this thing. And it's even a huge tree. But we watched, this group of men pulling it across to put it in its new home, so that its roots won't be distracted or disturbed by any of the building. And they know exactly how to prune it and take care of it. And just the most joyful thing is, just a few days ago, it has new green shoots. It's working exactly the way that they all said it would. The growth is such a miracle here. So we're adding that to field tuning, and it sort of is the basis. Field tuning or essence tuning are really moving into the infinite field and having that source that moves through each of us, not just through me. I mean, I'm just one. There are many beings, but having that move through each of us, and having each of us learn how that is. Athletes call it the zone. Artists, musicians, they know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyone who really knows how to get into a project and goes into the timeless place knows this, but do we do it all the time? Well, I do. And there are ways to teach that, to create with that. They've been around as long as there has been teaching. There are new opportunities, new openings, new language for the new cycle. So all of the programs from Chalice and from Field Tuning are based on that, for not what's optimal for someone else or some tradition or some program. Honor your traditions, whatever works for you. But this applies to anyone. So the Field Tuning is getting a whole revamping in what products are offered. And there's the advanced mentoring products that are there, which are for anyone. You don't have to have sat with me or anyone, it's just that they will help. In you finding your authentic essence in your quiet time. And then what you've mentioned from Chalice, like Creating with Light, is an ongoing monthly series. It began a few months ago, but it is open. Anyone who wants to sign up in any given month, it's by subscription. You can also cancel at any time, but it's the tools for how to move into the field, be the field all the time as you're moving about your day to day. Practical steps with mystical feet, so that you move through that. So this month's the focus for September, and program recipients receive a set of notes and a little audio recording, and then we have a live telegathering. And the focus for this month is focus. Now, focus differently than you did before. In the last cycle, we focused on dust bunnies. It's like, here's what needs to be scoured. Here's the lather, rinse, repeat cycle. And in this cycle, it needs to be, here's what's creating. Wouldn't it be cool if, how do we collaborate? So this month's topic is focus. Next month will be action, like how to action in a new cycle. So each month is different, and anyone who wants the catch-up materials can get them. So that's really fun.
Yeah.
This month we're doing the third in a series of dreaming as light, and it's also using your sleep cycles. So not just your waking dream, but how to utilize your sleep cycles to have this new flow of creation coming through you. So the two-part intensive has been held, but those recordings, those materials are available, and there's another sort of follow-up integration session this month. So that'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. And then you have the Star Stream initiations. They're ongoing, right?
We have a Star Stream initiation every month, at least through the end of this year, probably into next. And these are really just, welcome home, messages from home for those of us who know ourselves to be of stellar origin, which is, most humans, but, they'll get it's not, we don't call it star seed, it's called star streaming, because the focus is that you are this streaming being. You are different at every moment. Everything shifts and changes. And this is support for that. It's sort of what's up, what are the light filaments that are firing in any given time frame, what's going on, and then just how to be that, how to walk that in this. Yeah, so those are fun.
Delicious. And then, of course, the equinox gathering on the 21st.
For each of the cardinal points of the year and the cross quarters, we do a gathering to allow the inflow, the download, whatever you want to call it, of those energies to be available to people. And so they're a bit different every time. This equinox, right in the eclipse window, which each of the equinoxes, I never know that, always
Yeah.
there's an eclipse window around those new and full moons. But this one is a big doorway. This is a portal. This is a huge opening into what is available. You could say what's new, what's emerging. Any of those languages will apply, but to what's available for being a new way, which creates an experience of everything being different. So these will be really not just intense, but really beautiful, lovely energies. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, gorgeous. And then the great Mother Portal meditation.
Yeah, each month for this year, we've done a Great Mother Portal, which is the portal into the infinite. And it's through the filters or through the framework of the Great Mother, the infinite, and all of her divine feminine archetypes, something near and dear to my heart. But it's just, we do a recording, which when you purchase the meditation, you get the recording. That's about a 30-minute recording. And then at the time of the gathering, it's actually not a teleconference. It's an inner gathering in meditation, where there's a further download and amplification and an acceleration of those energies. And people are finding them pretty powerful. The last one was just magic and mystery. And the one for September is beauty.
Oh, nice.
Perception of beauty.
Well, and then the other thing is, of course, that you have the retreats, the in-person retreats happening as well. So are there any spaces still available for the Ireland retreat? All right.
Two spaces that have become available for, it's a very small, very intimate retreat at Box Hill Centre in Ireland. That's the 10th, 11th, and 12th October this year. So it's very close now. And there are 2 spots. So if anyone is interested, you can look on the website, look under journeys, and contact us. The arrangements would have to be made very quickly. These are just things that have just opened up. It will be lovely. It's a place that is absolutely in harmony with what's sustainable and green. They grow a lot of their own food. And of course, it's in another place, another sacred space, and all of life, all of land is sacred. But there are places on the planet where there's been a little less domination and control footprint, and Ireland is one of them. So we're going to celebrate that, and to really do an intensive on creating with light as light in a place where the land completely supports it. So I'm really excited to be doing it. It's going to be fun.
Beautiful. Oh, well, it's really nice to hear you talk about the different offerings. I think looking on the website, there are so many options available that maybe sometimes you go in there, it's like, I feel often like a kid in a candy store, you know, it's like, ooh, where do I start? So hopefully this overview will maybe make it a little easier as to where to start looking, you know, for anyone who's watching or listening. So go to chaliceofwisdom.com and you'll find all the information there. And the other website is fieldtuning.com. So yeah, beautiful. Thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing, and thank you for everything that you continue to share through your beautiful offerings. And until we meet again, go forth, let joy be our guide to a life that's worth waking up for every day, and many joyful blessings.